2024 has been such an incredible year of local and global impact. Your generosity and prayers are helping us to reach the nations. Here are some kingdom updates. Outstretched Arms is our expression of local outreach. With our committed serve team, we run a weekly food distribution, visiting encampments, and assisting newcomers to Canada. Monthly, we host outreach programs in downtown Hamilton and regularly care for our migrant farm workers in the Grimsby area. We also work with families and young mothers in crisis through Safe Families and Shifra Homes. The Sarah Tapley Foundation helps families through critical healing journeys. They are now receiving referrals from 2 children's hospitals in Ontario, and this year have been able to help 15 hero families. Their first children's book will soon be released and will be a helpful tool for families navigating childhood critical illness. Generation Unité is a movement committed to equipping and activating Christians in Quebec and the wider French-speaking world. Their School of Ministry trained over 400 students this past year. Crystal LaValle founded and directs the I Am Compelled Collective. This year included the filming of 37 Indigenous voices and co-hosting 3 empowering events in remote communities surrounding Frog Lake First Nation. In July, we sent a youth team to Maskwacis, Alberta to work alongside Youth Unlimited and Maskwacis Bible Fellowship. The team helped to run a VBS and block party where they experienced firsthand the power of prayer and practical love. Charles Hermelink works for the Neighbours and Newcomers Network within the POC Mission Canada, which focuses on reaching Muslims with the gospel. He is currently onboarding 2 new workers among Muslims. The Bible League Canada's goal is to see all peoples everywhere transformed by the living Word of God. They are continuously working in nearly 50 countries around the world to provide scriptures and training to help lead people into relationship with Christ and His church. This year, we helped place 4,400 Bibles in the hands of new believers. Voice of the Martyrs is actively remembering and serving those persecuted for their faith. This year, we supported their Stay and Grow youth project in Nepal, strengthening youth Nepali pastors, leaders, and youth to remain in Nepal, working in their communities to bring about social harmony and peace. Stephen Wesley from Beyond Borders Ministry began a partnership with Voice of the Martyrs Canada. Stephen's recent travels include a significant ministry trip to Nigeria, where he spoke to 1,100 Bible college students and 19 key leaders in a highly persecuted region. Angela Wesley hopes to return to Uganda with Stephen in the coming year and launch the Mama's Lifeline project. The Church of Pentecost Pakistan has made substantial strides in their community outreach and educational programs. Through their open-air meetings, they celebrated the salvation of over 2,000 souls and 600 baptized. Alpha within the Church of Pentecost Pakistan has been established and grown significantly this year. Puspa pastors a growing Nepali congregation in Waterloo and oversees the Heart of Jesus Bible School in Nepal. This year, they had 76 students. 90% of them are from rural areas and have no opportunities to go to Bible school. Thankfully, there is no cost for them to attend, as many churches and ministries sow generously into this important work. Within the total population of Bangladesh are at least 1 million Muslims who have never met a follower of Jesus Christ. Terry and Melissa will be traveling to Bangladesh at the end of November to launch the Support a Mary project. Paul W. works with children at risk. This year, they have been able to rescue 36 Dalit girls and young women from trafficking and see the transforming grace of Jesus work in their hearts. They have trained 75 Dalit women at the Ashray Sewing Center. In the Ashray Literacy Centers, they're educating Dalit children and overseeing self-help groups. Stephen and Carla Stoffelson continue to see God move in healings, deliverance, and salvation in every service. The Friends of Jesus Breakfast have grown exponentially. In April 2024, they began building Phase 1 of the Transformation Center at the City of Refuge. The grand opening is planned for February 2025, along with their 20th year celebration service. Reynold and Kathy Means are excited with what God is doing in the many programs that are now up and running at Gulu Community Park. The park continues to expand, and curriculum for all the different clubs and activities is in process. Weekly, their team goes into the rock quarry to run a literacy program, work with children and families in refugee camps, encourage the women and teach the youth at the Remand Center, and build relationships in the community. In August, Lakemount sent a team of 19 people to dedicate the Lakemount Children's Chapel and support their ministry teams. Tara Nicole is an osteopath evangelist and specializes in working with children and pregnant women. This year, she joined the ministry trip to World Embrace, where she taught a group of midwives from surrounding areas, ministered to the sick, and prayed for many. This past year, Pastor Ruth Tickle launched Pages of Hope. They supply Christian curriculum and student books to various ministries. The student curriculum is presently being translated into Spanish and will be made available for upcoming Lakemount missions to Spanish-speaking communities. In January, Pastor Matt and Lewis traveled to Uganda to minister at Life Church with MFI partners Pastors Richard and Dora Sanguku. While traveling their campuses, they were introduced to Pastor Godfrey, a local church planter in Jalamba. They were impacted to see how he is reaching the community with the gospel. We are now planning to partner with this church in the coming year. Pastor David and his wife pastored Tabernacle Casa de Avivamiento, a thriving church in Sosúa, Dominican Republic. They are a church with the mission of taking the city for Christ and establishing his kingdom in it. In April, our interns worked with Pastor David and Jean Melnick, ministering to the needs and encouraging the believers. We are honored to be a church that celebrates kingdom advancement. Please visit the local and global impact page of our website to learn more and join us for global prayer the first Thursday of every month at 6:30.